Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Nidhi. Union Cabinet has approved the creation of Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Nidhi. It will be a single non-lapsable reserve fund for share of health from the proceeds of health and education cess. The accruals into the PMSSN will be utilized for the flagship scheme of the Health Ministry, including Ayushman Bharat, Pradhan Mantri Jan Yojana, Jan Arogya Yojana and National Health Mission and Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana, and also disaster preparedness and responses during health emergencies. In any financial year, the expenditure on such schemes of the Health Ministry would be initially incurred from the PMSSN and thereafter from gross budgetary support. Significance of this scheme is the major benefit will be enhanced access to universal and affordable health care through availability of earmarked resources while ensuring that the amount does not lapse at the end of financial year. What does Biden's peace plan mean for Afghanistan? The Joe Biden administration has proposed a new peace plan to the Afghan government and the Taliban, seeking to bring violence to a halt. What's there in the American proposal? It has proposed a UN-led conference of representatives of Russia, China, Pakistan, Iran, India and the US to discuss a unified approach to support peace in Afghanistan. It seeks to accelerate talks between the Afghan leadership and the Taliban. It urges both sides to reach a consensus on Afghanistan future constitutional and governing arrangements, find a roadmap to a new inclusive government and agree on the terms of a permanent and comprehensive ceasefire. Need for intervention. According to the agreement the US signed with the Taliban in Feb 2020, American troops are set to leave Afghanistan by May 1. The Taliban and the Afghan government started peace talks in Doha in September last year but reached no breakthrough. The Biden administration is concerned about the slow pace of talks. The US assessment is that if American troops are pulled out of Afghanistan, the Taliban would make quick gains. Besides, Taliban have already taken over much of the country's hinterlands and are breathing down the neck of its cities. India's position on Taliban. For New Delhi, which has protested being left out of regional formulations in the past, both in the original Moscow process and in the United Nations April 2020, 6 plus 2 plus 1 that included Afghanistan immediate neighbors only the US suggestion is a relief. Previously, India refused to recognize the Taliban regime of 1996-2001 and rather supported the Northern Alliance in fighting the Taliban in Afghanistan. India has long held the position of dealing only with the elected government in Kabul and has always considered the Taliban a terrorist organization backed by Pakistan. India supports India supports an Afghan-led, Afghan-owned and Afghan-controlled peace process. Need for reconsideration. India's refusal to engage with Taliban will give Pakistan a free hand to use it as a proxy in India's internal matters. Given India's regional and global position, it is appropriate for India to engage with all the key players in Afghanistan, not only in terms of the government but also in terms of political forces, society and the Afghan body politics. India's position on non-engagement with Taliban has reduced its role in international diplomatic efforts. Why ahead for India? India should now upgrade its channels of communication with the Taliban. India's engagement should be conditional on Taliban joining the mainstream politics. India should not give legitimacy to a government in exile. That is, Taliban's political office is based in Doha, in its own neighborhood. Next is tele- telecom licensing conditions amended. The Department of Telecommunications, that is DOT, has amended licensing conditions for telecom companies. The norms include defense and national security as parameters in purchase of telecom equipment for trusted sources. Starting June 15, Telecos has used telecom products only from trusted sources in its network. Telecos must take permission from the designated authority if they plan to upgrade their existing network using telecom equipment that has not been designated as trusted product. National Cyber Security Coordinator has been made the designated authority for deciding on the list of trusted and non-trusted telecom equipment, source and products. NSSC's decision will be made based on approval of committee headed by the Deputy National Security Advisor. The committee will also have members from other departments and ministries and independent experts as well as two members from the industry. Impact on Chinese companies. The move could potentially make it more difficult for Chinese telecom equipment vendors like Huawei and ZTE to supply equipment to Indian telecom players in the future. National Cyber Security Coordinator. In 2014, the Prime Minister's office created the position of National Cyber Security Coordinator. The NCSC office coordinates with different agencies at the national level by cyber security matters. So what do we need to know about this topic is about the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center I4C, National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center.